Alright, this says that I'm live, but you never know. Oh, yep, now it's working. YouTube says I'm live on my husband's phone because he's a good husband and has subscribed. Alright, so let me tell this other chat that they need to go to the main page. This is fun for people catching the replay, right? Like, they're like, gosh, that Liz. I don't know why it keeps showing up to this. Oh, good. People are, okay. Hey, Ron. Hey, Katie. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have my husband's phone, and so I'm trying to type as him, and I'm like, hey, guys, go over to the main page. Liz is there. Hey, Pam. I'm so sorry about that. There was an error. This software isn't perfect. So sometimes I hit the live and it says an error occurred, and I'm there on my software, but I'm not actually connected all the way to YouTube. So thanks, guys. Super excited. Okay, I see 6 or 7 people. That's good enough. Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited. Tonight we have some, I would say they're probably old friends of mine, but I just met them in person about a week ago at the RV Entrepreneur Summit. Okay, all right. Everyone says, I made it over. I made it over. Johnny says, hey, Liz, I thought you'd drown in in Gunnerville Lake. That's sweet, Johnny. Thanks. I did not go in the lake. It was actually pretty cold up there. But anyway, thanks you guys so much for popping in. I'm sorry about that tech difficulty. We're going to be interviewing Kory and Denise of Does Size Matter? But first, like I said, I was at the RV Entrepreneur Summit, so I just wanted to show you guys a few pictures because I had a ton of fun, and they always hire this amazing photographer named Joe Hendricks, and he always takes some great pictures of me because I tell him, take my picture, Joe, because I know it's the only time I'm going to get professional photos of myself, and they pay him, so I'm able to download them for free, so whoop whoop. All right, let's check them out. So this is a picture of me and a corn snake. You see that guy on the side of me, he's laughing, he's smiling. He just walked up, he worked at the state park, and he just walked up with the snake and said, hey, let's liven it up. Oh, hang on. Let's liven it up. And so I said, heck, I'll take a picture with this snake. Let's do it. So if you guys in the comments, if you've ever held a snake, let me know, because some of my friends were like freaking out about it. But you can see here, I was just laughing. I mean, if the guy's walking around with it, it's safe, right? All right, and here I am on the stage. This was last minute. Heath Paget, who is the host of the RVE Summit, he texted me in the morning and said, hey, Liz, can you and Kelsey Henry come on and, do some hype for the morning, because I know it's kind of early. And I said, well, I have Chelsea, so maybe I'll be able to do it. Oh, hey, you guys can see me over here. I said maybe I'll be able to do it if Chelsea cooperates, and somebody watch Chelsea so we could get up on stage at 9 in the morning and play music and dance for everyone. It was super, super fun. Next, here I am talking to Mike and Sam over at Camping World. If you ever listen to their podcast, Sam is the host of it. He's the blonde guy right there, and Mike is I guess you'd call him the marketing manager or content marketing manager, something like that. I don't know. But you see Chelsea on my back. She's clearly not having a good time. That is her doing like a superhero, like deflect move, saying, don't take my picture, don't touch me. But what she didn't know, and let me shrink this because I think you guys should see my face when I say this because it's funny. She didn't know that going like this, right, is the universal sign of like high five, touch my hand, and she was really trying to get people to not touch her. So it was kind of funny to see all those people touching her and trying to explain to her that, not everyone thinks you're a superhero. They think you're trying to give high fives. So I ended up just giving high fives to everyone so that they wouldn't touch her. So if you were at the RV Entrepreneur Summit and I was saying high five, if I was with Chelsea, it was really just so you would touch me and not her. So that was really fun. And then I have one more picture. This was at the opening party, And this is me. The other woman in the photo is Danny. She's my project manager. She helped me launch not only Fix It Yourself, the course that we just launched, but she also helped me launch this talk show. She's helped me launch all the content the last few months, and we meet every Monday, and she's like, hey, Liz, did you do this? Or didn't you? So basically, she's just someone I pay to kick me in the butt. In the middle, there's Scott Blair. He owns RV Health, which is a super awesome company that provides telemedicine for the road. He's also an SEO expert. And then in the blue shirt, that's Paul Ryan, and Paul is co-owner of campgroundbooking.com, which is one of the companies that Heath Paget runs. And so these are all my really good buddies. I've known them for years, and I was so glad to see them again. But anyway, how are you guys doing? I see some people. Okay, good. It looks like most people came over, so welcome, welcome. Johnny says he's owned a few snakes over the years. Jerry Minchie's here. Awesome, Jerry. Welcome, welcome. Exploring the Local Life is here. Awesome. Someone says, Parrothead says, no, Liz, I don't like snakes. Parrothead, are you a Margaritaville fan? Are you Johnny? Buffett is his name, right? Yeah. I love it. All right. Anyway. Oh, one more thing before I bring on our guests, because, it's Liz Wilcox and I'm always off topic. So check out this mug I just got. Okay, this should be censored because it has a cuss word. But I just got this as I got home. Another blogger, the Roving Foleys, they were guest bloggers on my site, and I've worked with them a little bit. When I got home today, they sent me a mug. It says, "You're awesome. Keep that shit up." So I was like, "Oh, this should be my new mug for the show." So I love it. Thanks, guys, if you're watching. All right. So let's bring out our next guest. Like I said, these are old friends. I've known Denise online. Gosh, I can't even remember. She might remember, so I'll ask her. It's been a couple years, I'm sure, just following each other in different circles. And we finally met at the summit. It was great. We met at a bonfire. Chelsea was whining. Everyone else was smiling. They run a YouTube channel called Does Size Matter and a blog, and I'm super excited to have them on. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi. We're good. Good to see you again, Liz.
Yeah, good to see you. Remember, you got to scrunch together like you love each other and you're married.
Oh, that?
Sorry, guys. I take up half the screen, even though I'm only a third. I wish I could, I wish there was like a tab to like narrow it, but I can't. So, sorry about that. So, yes, welcome, welcome. We're so excited. Denise, do you remember how we met?
I do.
Oh, good. Tell me. I don't remember.
Well, we're just busy name dropping here about the RVE Summit, and I found Heath Paget's podcast on the RV Entrepreneur, and through that I joined the Facebook group, and guess who was moderating the Facebook group but Liz Wilcox.
Me? Okay, so I've met so many people through that group, and yeah, I moderate. It's called the RV Entrepreneur. It's getting kind of hard. When you joined, do you remember how many people were on there?
Oh gosh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
But it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, so
or getting
not
close
a lot,
to that anyways.
Probably maybe a few thousand, and now we have maybe 12, 13,000. So if you're in that group and you see something, please report it to me because I can't see everything. But that's a little off topic. But I guess, are the trekkers here tonight? They always say, Liz, that should be your tagline for the show. But that's a little off topic. All right, so tell us a little bit of your RVing story. Like the title of this video suggests, they are RV sometimers. So tell us how you got into RVing in the first place.
Oh, I think we kind of always RV'd. I RV'd a lot as a kid, and we've had a travel trailer over the years. We had a big houseboat for a while. Then when we became close to empty nesters, we moved into our bigger RV, and we started building a more flexible life that would allow us to be sometimers. For anybody that doesn't know what is a sometimer, more it's what we're not. We're not full-timers. We are not snowbirds, and we're not weekend warriors. We are on the road in our RV for months at a time, but we do still maintain a home base, and we go back to that whenever it suits us for however long it suits us. So that's kind of how we roll.
And where are you guys originally from?
Our home base is in British Columbia, Canada.
And where are you guys right now?
We are in Lake Gunnersville.
Yeah, Lake Gunnersville, Kory. You gotta say it like that, Lake Gunnersville.
So we were at the RV summit, and we just haven't left yet. We're going to leave tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, and I left yesterday morning, and I just got home like 2 hours ago, so I was like, hey, guys, sorry I didn't send you anything. Basically, I've been driving for 2 days.
Right.
Okay, so why not full-time?
We've always, or probably more me than Denise, but I think both of us to some degree want to have a home base, a place to go back to. For us, we find that it keeps it more interesting. You know, by the time we'll go on the road for 10 weeks, and then we'll go home for 3 months or so. And by the time we're done our RVing and exploring, I'm excited to go home. And by the time we're done our time at home, I'm excited to go back RVing and exploring. It just works for us.
And we're lucky enough that in British Columbia, we live in a really wonderful little resort community on a lake, and it's a beautiful place to be in the summer months, and we want to be there. We also do like to be home with family and friends over the Christmas season. I don't need cold and snow, but he loves to snowmobile. So, it's just a way for us to have our cake and eat it too, and do all the things we want.
So for the first while, we kind of went from our home base to an area and then would come back. We did that for probably 3 or 4 years, and now we're traveling to where we want to go, and when we're done our time, we put our motorhome in storage and we fly home. And then we fly back when we're ready, and we pick up from point and carry on. And so it seems to be working now. It allows us to go farther, see more, not have a schedule, not be in a rush.
Mm-hmm. See, I didn't realize, my mouth is like this, you guys. I didn't realize you put your motorhome, like you didn't always drive it back home.
No.
That is freaking awesome. Like, see, now I'm getting it. Like, that makes a lot more sense, especially if you live all the way up in Canada and you want to go to Arizona or something. Like, that's pretty far. So,
well, and from British Columbia, anything on the East Coast would be virtually not doable in shorter spurts of time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, have you always done that?
We have stored it for a short period of time, like for a couple of months, while we were on trips to Arizona, and then we would go home for Christmas, come back, and then we would take it back at the end of winter-ish. But this is the first time that we've traveled kind of further, and I don't expect it's going to be back for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's safe, it's secure in the storage places that we put it. People ask us about costs and things. Of course, there's a cost associated to that, but there's also a big cost to gas and wear and tear and all the things of driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you decide, hey, Kory wants to snowmobile this season, let's just go home, there's a cost to winterizing it and de-winterizing it and all that too, I'm sure.
Yeah, and we still get to be with family and friends on special occasions, or if something happens.
Are we still on?
Are we still on, Liz?
Just keep rolling, baby.
So yeah, we do want to be with family and friends on special occasions, or if there was an emergency or something, we do still have a place that we can go back to. For each person, because we're noticing, we had a meetup here at the RV Summit that was so totally fun, and we were really joined us that are wanting to be RV Sometimers as well. So they may be coming from the full-time realm, or they may be coming from sticks and bricks. And there's just lots of details and ways that they can tweak this and still have and more time on the road, but want to maintain an asset, or they want a place to meet up with their kids, or they want, a rental property. People are setting themselves up so that they still have a home base, and then they travel as much as they want. There's really, we're not sometimers because we can't do other things. We're sometimers because we want to be this way. And we get to choose when we leave Canada, and we get to choose when we go back. I mean, other than we all know there's rules around.
Right.
But as far as
within the bylaws.
Yeah. But we come and go as we choose on the dates that work for us, and it's really great. And we do bring our daughter down to us sometimes too. She's coming to meet us next week. It's just a way of maintaining relationships and still being able to be on the road as much as we want.
I really like that. We've got a lot of comments coming in. Wo Nelly says they call themselves tweeners because we love our home and we love to travel. So I like that term too. That's funny.
Well, and there's also a younger generation of people being sometimers. Mm-hmm. So we have friends that, of course, are snowbirds, and people kept asking us, are you snowbirds? Are you snowbirds? And finally she said to them, no, they're Tweety birds. They're just in training.
I like that. That's funny. Tweety birds. Katie Lee says, we also maintain a home and travel all the time. We come home to visit family and take care of needs. Honestly, I wish that I would have known more sometimers, tweeners, Tweety birds out there when we hit the road. I've shared this so many times. The last year was so hard on us. As full-timers, just getting to know each other as full-timers and wondering, should we get off the road? Can we stay in, is it okay to stay in one place for 3 months? What do we really, really want for our family? And right now, this is a great time to share this story. Right before this, my husband walked me over and we picked out an annual site here at the park that we're at, and I was feeling kind of, even now, kind of like, is this the right decision for us? Because I thought we were going to move parks every few months, because I really do like to travel and I love to meet new people and I love seeing new parks, and we just are having a hard time in South Florida. Imagine that. A young family in South Florida having a hard time with an RV park. Not to get too political, but anyway, we just decided to stay here and just do weekend trips, long trips. My husband has, a week off coming in April, a couple weeks off in the summer, etc. for school. And I would consider us, full-time stationary RVers, but now we're sometimes traveling. Chelsea and I, we just traveled for 22 days. I think it was 1,900 miles. Holy crap. Save me, guys. I need to dye my hair in the back. I think it's getting, super white back here on the bun. But, I consider us sometimers now because, we're not traveling full-time and we don't have those plans to, in the future, maybe when my husband gets done with school, we might decide to pick up for another year. I think that's
the really
Go ahead.
thing to think about, is that as sometimers, there's no set criteria. Mm-hmm. There's lots of pieces to the puzzle, whether it's how you are employed, what kind of rig you have, how long you go, what size of home base you have. All of those things I consider ingredients in a recipe, and you can make this recipe however you want for it to suit you. So Kory and I are developing a book on all the different sometimer techniques and things that people do and tips. And so we're hoping in our research that other sometimers out there will contact us and so that we can get a hold of you and go through our research questionnaire and get all the data to put together into our book. So if anybody wants to share, please contact us.
Awesome. And we've got their YouTube in the link description as well, so you can comment through there. Yeah, Scylla says we're summer breakers. We teach and then travel in the summer. So there's lots of different ways.
There is.
And
it can be different for everybody.
Yeah, and it was at the RV Entrepreneur Summit. Of course, you know, I know so many people in that community. Like they said, I run their Facebook group, so I consider myself kind of like the RV Entrepreneur mascot. A few people have told me that before, so I'm like, whatever, I'm just going with it. So it was interesting, you know, the first year I went, I want to go full time. The second year I went, I'm full time. The third year I said, well, we didn't really like it as much as we thought. You know, my husband really struggled with it, and with my business, you know, the virtual campground has just gone 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. And so I was struggling with that. And so now I'm okay with saying, you know, I'm a sometimer. Of course, we're still in our RV 100%, but we're not traveling as much, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
And today's recipe doesn't mean it's next year's recipe.
Totally.
You could change it whenever you want.
Yeah, I mean, my husband and I are still, you know, talking about when he graduates, you know, you don't have to get a job right away, especially if my business continues to grow. You know, we're going to be debt-free very soon. So, you know, we can travel for 6 months and, you know, find a place we want to settle down.
Yes, exactly.
We're young and we still haven't been to the West Coast, and, you know, we can slowly make our way there. So, yeah, it's just so fun meeting how everyone does it so differently, because I think full-time RVing, of course, is, you know, it's exotic, and there's a lot of RV bloggers out there, you know, sharing their story, but I think it's been, for me, it's getting to be more exciting to learn this different aspect of RVing and share it with other people.
Right. And your home base can be the home you've always had. You can still downsize your home and maybe go to a condo, and you can maybe have a park model that is in a park someplace. Like, there's many different ways to maintain a home base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And for us, it's been one of the reasons we want to hit the road again and, you know, move slowly to the West is because we were a military family, so it's like, what is a home base? My husband's from Connecticut. I'm from Florida. My family lives in Michigan, so it's very hard to say, you know, this is where we launched from Alabama. Neither one of us are from Alabama. So, you know, it's exciting that we'll still be able to, you know, find that base where we want. I personally, just putting this in the universe, you guys, San Diego, California. My sister lives there, and she doesn't have kids, and she loves my kid to death, so I'm like, let's go. But just putting that out there for Ed, if you're watching.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's great. Somebody's asking, do you rent out your home base at all?
Good question.
Yeah.
We have,
they froze
for
up.
the full length of time that we're gone.
Hey, Denise, can you repeat yourself?
Yeah.
You just kind of froze.
Oh, so we have in the past, but only in short spurts. We don't do it for the full time that we're gone because we manage it ourselves.
Yeah, and we do it on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Because it creates it's more revenue that way as well.
So we kind of, since we manage it ourselves, we do it, but only when we're closer by and not for long term. But you could. Mm-hmm. You could have a management company. Yeah. You could put long-term renters in.
And the next time we go, we're going because it's rented out the last 2 weeks of August. So that's why we're going to come back last 2 weeks of August and try and do Eastern Canada. Well, it's before it snows.
So will you be in your RV in the area?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where in Eastern Canada?
Yeah. No, you mean when we rent?
Well, when you rent out your house for those 2 weeks, will you be traveling in your RV?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll fly back to where it is, and we'll carry on.
But that's the first time that we are renting it from a distance.
Yeah. And usually, up till now, we've had our RV to live in when it's rented out. So.
Okay.
But it's not going to be there, so.
So we got to go find it.
So we're going to go where it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Nellie says they have a family house sit for them. So that's
there's
another
a good
great option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done that?
We have
No.
not. We are not opposed to that.
No.
Basically, our assistant just kind of checks on it while we're away. Is how we handle it.
That's awesome. All right, I'm trying to
I think
see.
is important is, another point that we think is important is that to have this kind of lifestyle is important to figure out your income stream and how you're doing that and make that a flexible thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have that as a flexible thing, you can choose when you come and go. So I think that's an important part.
You know, that is such a great point. When Ed and I were discussing him starting a school and us remaining stationary for a while, you know, he felt like, I think a little bit like he was failing because I had this big vision. I'm a big vision person, if you guys haven't picked up on that. That, you know, I had this big vision of us traveling the country, seeing things, teaching our daughter in this way. And, you know, it just became too stressful for us for so many reasons. But, you know, I told him, I said, I'm still building my business. I'm still doing something that allows me to be location independent, where if, you know, my sister says, hey, will you dog sit for me? Can you fly out for 2 weeks? I can say, oh my gosh, yeah, sure. Let me grab my laptop and Chelsea and let's be there.
Yeah.
And just like, I mean, you guys saw me with Chelsea just strapped to my back, giving RV tours and everything else. And it's because I've built this life where, you know, I can just do what I want to do. So that's what I told him. I said, I'm still building this life. You know, if you want to go to school, if that's what makes you happy, if you want to learn this new trade, of course, like, let's do it. We're a family. And, so I had the Full-Time Families Rally, when I skipped a week on the show. I was there speaking. I was sleeping in a tent, but I was there having some fun. And then you know, the last 3 weeks, I've been able to meet so many people and do so many RV-related things, and it didn't slow me down one bit. And, you know, I've got some other things coming up, and, you know, I'm still building that lifestyle for us and for myself because I think I like to travel just a little more than Ed. So, and it just makes it so much better for us that I still get to go out and do those things while he's doing something that he loves as well.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty handy. Once you have that, then you can choose the rest.
Yeah, it's so true. And it's something that I'm realizing. Can you guys hear me? I think they froze. Okay. It's something that I'm realizing because I knew a lot of remote workers and people that owned a business, and I was like, what do you mean you don't travel full time? Why? You can do it. Get in an RV. And then I realized, you know, my husband included, you know, it might not be for everybody. Some people need a little more of that home base, you know,
that's
a place to know that's always going to be there. All right. So you guys mentioned already that you did a like a meetup at the RV Entrepreneur Summit. I tried to go, but like I said, I had Chelsea strapped to my back, and I realized you guys' was starting when I was supposed to be doing something else, and I had Chelsea, and I said, okay, well, I'll catch it on the replay. But yeah, tell me about how that went, and if you met anybody interesting.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of people showed up. I think it was about 50 people showed up to it.
Wow.
And there was everything from people who were thinking about RVing and kind of didn't really want or weren't ready to go full time. And there were some full-time people there too that were wanting more of a home base to travel from and weren't quite sure how to do that, right? Or so they were there to get some ideas. And like you say, there's so many ways to do it. The way we did it seemed to intrigue a lot of people. There's some logistics around that with to overcome. There was a couple that had a couple of cats. But you know, there's ways of overcoming that too. Even traveling by air, especially with a smaller cat.
Yeah, smaller pets, you know, and when we had a bigger pet that we couldn't travel by air with, we rented a car. It's amazing the things you'll do for your pet. But we rented a car and drove back and forth
to where it was.
So that the dog could travel with us when we couldn't fly. Unfortunately, he's
or we
left us.
left him with our daughter.
Yeah, we did that too. Left the pet with
kind of her dog. Anyhow.
So we just, Anybody else that you thought was? It was an amazing cross section of people.
There was a big cross section.
There were young people. There were people older than us. There was our crowd. It was a really interesting group of people that were just trying to piece it together themselves and wanted ideas. And
there was another fellow, like a couple, that wanted to do that, but realized doing that in a window of time, whether it's 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, there's only so far you can go and then have to get back, right? So it limits your circle that you can travel in. So the idea of parking it, leaving it, flying back was very intriguing to them and opened up some possibilities. You could see lights go on, right?
Yeah, I mean, you saw my face. I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
And it's really not...
And I mean, it's just... Yeah, it's like a light bulb. It's like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of that.
And there was questions too around expenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, when you look at it one way and it's less expensive than driving back and forth. And we also accumulate air miles, and that's how we fly. So we keep costs down that way too. It might seem too big of a way of doing it, but it's not. You just have to be creative about it. And that's what we're hoping to be able to share with people is all the different ideas.
In November, we flew back from San Antonio to Vancouver, and it cost us some Aeroplan points and $12 for the two of us.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's just, where there's a will, there's a way. We just have to work it out and talk about it and figure it out.
Yeah. I love that. So, since we're on the subject of the RV Entrepreneur Summit, and I'm missing you guys and everyone already, and
it's
also,
different
like
here
I said,
now.
Like I said, I had Chelsea, so I didn't get to attend a lot of the sessions. I was mainly just wandering around hoping someone would talk to me because I couldn't go in because I had Chelsea, right? So, do you guys, this is a little off topic, but do you guys mind sharing some of the takeaways from the summit, maybe why you attended, what you were hoping to get, and how that compared to actually, after the summit?
Sure.
Well, I think the reason we attended is because, yes, we do have a flexible business that puts the diesel in the tank, I always say. But we have our YouTube channel and our blog, and you want to know anything about that, this is the place to be. Mm-hmm. This is the place to come to learn how to grow those things and all the details and processes that you could use. So, I mean, huge takeaways for me came around Pinterest and came around, seeing Mark from Keep Your Daydream was great because that's a course that I've taken in the past, and he just expanded on all of those details as well. The speakers here are phenomenal, like inspirational, knowledgeable, giving you practical advice or how you can add things to your own personal business.
Yeah, and that was the importance of SEO as well in that regard. Another thing that I didn't expect to get here, that was kind of there was a fellow that put something on real estate investing, and so I went to that because we invest in real estate. That's our business. That's our livelihood. Not expecting to really learn anything, but there was several avenues of real estate investing that I'd never heard of or explored before, and so I actually met up with him later, and we're going to be corresponding over a totally different, more hands-off approach to that. Not something I was expecting to get here.
Lots of contacts, like really good, knowledgeable people who are willing to say, call me, I'll help you with that. It was, listen to my voice, I can hardly talk. I talked so much this whole time.
Yeah, I was so raspy. I mean, I'm like over here drinking water, like, oh my
Me
gosh.
too.
So
Out
much,
of my
yeah.
very beautiful RV entrepreneur mug.
Yeah, I've got one without the label sitting right here. I gotta bust open mine. This is Better For Your. Let's just do a shout out. Better For Your is a great mug company, and they, for some reason, love RVers. Yeah, clink. Here, cheers, guys. Here, here's the noise.
Okay.
For some reason, they love RVers, and we love them. So, that's just a shameless, impromptu plug. Better For Your. They're pretty sweet mugs.
And I just want to point out as well, Liz, this is 2 summits. This is the first one we got to come to in person, and OMG, this is a professional show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very good.
Every detail. And I mean, if something was going wrong, nobody knew it because everything was so professionally handled. This state park, that lodge, the sound, the quality of everything, it was just phenomenal. This was a really professional time. Yeah.
Yeah, they did pretty legit. And I have to tell you guys, the very first summit, they did registration out of their RV. And so,
right.
Yeah, and so it's just grown. And if you haven't been and you do want to have a business on the road, if you're not completely retired, it's a great place to be. It's called the RV Entrepreneur Summit.
We shouldn't tell everybody. We'll have trouble getting tickets.
Yeah, true. Mike is asking, where do you get the stainless...
I also want to mention the sponsors.
Yeah. Where do you get the stainless steel mugs? Mike, you can get these. It's called Better For Your. And I'll type that in the comments in a second. But Better For Your, you can get them on Amazon, I believe.
But the other sponsors that were here too were not only providing good information, but they weren't in your face. They were very easy to talk to and work with and learn about. Nobody was expecting you to join something or buy something. They were really awesome sponsors.
Yeah, they do they're class acts, right? Like it was just a class act, and it's really fun. This was my 3rd year going. Like Denise said, you just meet some great people. I mean, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't gone to that first one, as just a little itty bitty baby blogger. All right. And people are asking where they can find you. So tell us about your website and your YouTube channel and the names, because somebody's saying they're having a hard time finding you.
Okay, here's a few tips. On YouTube, you can find us at Does Size Matter? But I want to caution you, please put RV in the search term as well, because a lot of stuff comes up when you check YouTube's Does Size Matter? So we're a family-friendly channel, and we're not participating in that other stuff. So in YouTube, in the search bar, it's Does Size Matter RV?
RV, yeah, and
yes.
And they actually have that URL for YouTube.
We do.
And thank God. And I put it in the link description. So if you just go to the link, like if you just scroll down like one little scroll right now, and you click See More, you can click right over to their YouTube.
But our channel, our website is KoryandDenise.com. That's Kory with a K-O-R-Y, and Denise.com. And also our email is doessizematterkd@gmail. So we'd love to hear from anybody. And you can also catch us on Instagram at doessizematterrv.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
And maybe one day on Pinterest. Who knows?
Yeah.
And one day on Pinterest. That's so funny. So what kind of, while we're on the subject, what kind of content do you share on your YouTube and your blog?
Definitely we are sharing our adventures and places we go, and it's always from our perspective, which is a little unique. And then we do some really in-depth RV reviews, not just your standard tour through an RV, but we do a lot of research and talk about the construction from the chassis right on up to the roof and all of those things. And then we show you the different models. And we do talk a bit about being RV sometimers, and after our meetup here at expanding on that topic a lot more, because clearly it's something people are interested in hearing about. And we'll get that research done and get a book put together for people.
You've done some tours of custom builds and some vintage stuff as well.
Because I just love them. They're just so cool.
Vintage and custom builds. Okay, guys, your
Yeah.
blog just exploded. Those are really popular topics. So I hope you went to the SEO chat.
We did.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
because that'll get you. The only thing I rank for really is about floor plans. So people really do look that stuff up. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's really cool. So you said you're interested. Give me an example of custom builds. Let's just go off topic here.
Well, there was a DIY van conversion. It was on a Sprinter chassis.
And they built it.
Built it, to their needs.
And then one of the things we love, we did a company who does Airstream renovation. It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So we're always looking for more of those. We do other vintage.
What was it? The trailer at No Bed Fest.
And a trailer at No. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was totally
plug here. For the Phoenix Ramblers, probably people have seen them online before. They are fabulous, and they completely redid a vintage Holiday Rambler.
Yeah.
So cool. So yeah, go check those out on our YouTube channel, and then we do share more about each of those things on the blog.
Ooh, smart. All right, awesome. I don't think we have any more questions, and for some reason
products that they used to.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys, everybody watching. The internet keeps going crazy. And my computer is not actually charging, so we're almost dead, so I'm gonna cut it short. I'm sorry, because the internet's not working properly and my computer's not charging, and I'm out of water. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for sharing about all the different ways you can RV and sharing your experience at the summit and just being totally awesome. I'm so glad I finally got to meet you guys.
Yay. Thanks for having us, Liz. We had a wonderful time visiting with you here, and we're really happy to hang out with everybody tonight on TVC Live.
Awesome. Thanks. And you'll have
See
to
everybody.
hang up, because I can't hang up.
Okay, we will. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. All right. Thanks, you guys, so much for watching. I'm sorry about the internet problems. My husband said his internet was great, but for some reason it's just a little spotty tonight. I saw Mike. I saw you commented earlier saying that you sure have missed me. I sure have missed you, Mike. Thank you guys so much. Oh, hey, Tara, for watching tonight. And I just wanted to share a couple things that are upcoming. So next month, I am going to be doing a lot of interviews, kind of content about full-time families, other families on the road that are doing different things, kind of like what Denise said, just sharing their different stories. I always think it's just really cool to hear people's stories. So if you like that idea, let me know. And also, it's been an insane month. We launched Fix It Yourself. Thank you guys. Anyone that is watching right now that purchased the course, that means so much to us. It literally made my whole week, and I was just blown away by the number of people that purchased. We maxed out our registration. I actually forgot to close the cart, so we had more people than I even wanted in the course, and we are just looking forward to hearing all the feedback on the course and making it even better so we can gear up to open it up to everyone and not have that limited enrollment and all that. So thank you if you bought. I think Mike bought. I see a couple other people that purchased in the comments. But thank you guys so much for that. It was seriously a roller coaster of emotion. And I'm just blown away by all the support. But also, so we'll be gearing up to fix it yourself. I know we're going to get a lot of feedback so we can make it better. Parrot Head says, I just want to let you know that my husband really enjoyed Ed's class. That's so awesome. I wish I knew who you were. I'm sure if you said your name, I would know who you were right away. But thank you so much. That means so much to me. So we're going to be gearing up to make that even better. Now that we know people are interested in it, we can invest a little more time and some more money into making it really, really good. Mike says, it's a really good course. You do not waste any money. Let them know what you think. Be honest. Yes, we are open to making it better. Dana says, love you, Liz. I love you too. Also, so a lot more stories about full-time families on the road. And also, this was something I mentioned in my newsletter, but everyone is talking about getting an RV warranty, and I really want to get one. So I've been talking with Wholesale Warranties for a few months. They sponsored Full-Time Freedom Week. I've just kind of kept in touch with them. And they actually, you guys, I'm so excited about this. They actually invited me to come on live. Oh, I forgot to put my name there. Super professional, right? They invited me to come on live on their Facebook page. Not till the end of the month, but I'm telling you now because I'm just wicked excited about it. So, yeah, I'm excited to get to know Wholesale Warranties better and, get a warranty for myself and go live on their page because they are going to let me talk about RV horror stories. So this is what I need from you. If you have an RV horror story, I want you to email it to me, liz@thevirtualcampground.com, because they are actually letting me come on live talking about horror stories, and I just think it would be really fun to kind of share more members of TVC. So if you have a horror story that you think would be fun to share on Facebook Live, shoot it to me because I'm going to get all that together and get like a little fun, something like this live on the Wholesale Warranties page. So I'm really excited about that. And if you're interested to learn more about Wholesale Warranties, I've also put a link in the description below, and that lets them know that I sent you there. Because I'm just excited about this company. They've really supported me through Full-Time Freedom Week, and they're excited about TVCs, so I'm excited about them. And they've got awesome warranties. I've heard great things. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the course. Sorry about the tech. If you're catching the replay, sorry about all that stuff in the beginning. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week.